What's up, everybody? Here we are at Battlegrounds Games and Comics in Dalton, Georgia. And what is your name, good sir?
I'm Jason.
Jason, and you're one of the owners, right?
Yes, sir. Half of the owners, yeah.
Half the owners. And Battlegrounds, how long has Battlegrounds been here?
This is our 11th year, so.
Wow. This was my first time here. Really loving what I'm seeing. So I was hoping you could kind of take us around the store and just give us a tour and just show us what people can expect to see whenever they come visit the place.
Absolutely, I'd love to. You're gonna see the little cash wrap area here, and we got Pokemon cards. We have big Pokemon parties the last Saturday of every month, so.
Oh, nice.
It was actually yesterday. We had about 50 to 75 people in here, and
Really?
all playing Pokemon, trading cards. Yeah, it's a ton of fun.
Love all the little Pokemon figures here.
Yeah, man, those things go like crazy.
Oh, you got some of the, those were the Burger King releases, right?
Yeah, Burger King pieces. Yeah, those come in quite a bit.
Oh, you got some Topps card packs here.
Yeah, we got little throwback vintage packs.
Nice. Yeah,
All
man.
sorts of
You got
stuff.
the Power Rangers and Robin Hood and Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
I love these.
Here we kind of grouped things together, so all your DC figures are first, and then it moves into your Marvel figures.
Now, one thing I'm seeing, which is really cool, is you don't just have, you know, the newer release stuff, but you've got some of the older vintage stuff too. So like we got this 95 Kenner Batman Forever Riddler figure, which is really cool to see.
Yeah. And this we actually got from our good friend Retro Rick, these little baggies.
Yeah.
I called his store and asked him where he got those baggies from so we could start doing loose figures. Along the top row is kind of your top echelon of stuff. It's all the hot toys.
Yeah.
And those are the $200+ figures. And
yeah, those are awesome, man. So I see you got a nice little He-Man cabinet over
yeah,
there
little
too.
He-Man thing.
You got a freaking take-along. That's awesome. I've not seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah.
Look at that little toothpaste topper there. I mean, already right off the bat, I'm just seeing a huge variety of stuff, both modern and vintage.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
And we haven't even hit the middle of the store and going down the aisles yet. We just went around just one wall basically, and it's just already a ton of variety.
More Star Wars stuff. We got some vintage stuff, some loose Black Series. We're actually taking stuff out of the showcase, repricing it. And a lot of the prices are actually coming down. So if you're in the area and you think something's too high, ask us to look it up again. We'll double check. And because you know we're not perfect. When we may be wrong, we may drop the price for you.
Now coming over here, I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's catching my eye, like this Ghostbusters sign. What's the story behind this?
Yeah, so we ordered that from Diamond, and Diamond's a big comic distributor, if you didn't know. It actually came in damaged, so we actually got it for free.
Oh,
they
nice.
just refunded us. It still worked up until about a month ago. But this is an awesome case because it's got some Transformers stuff in it. It's got some carded Turtles figures in there.
I see. Yeah.
This little bad boy is one of my favorite pieces in the store. The Last Ronin figure.
Dude.
Well, not figure, but it's a badass statue.
Let me ask you this before we continue. Do you take trade-ins?
Yeah,
So that's
we
good
do
for
trade-ins
people to
every
know.
day, yeah.
What general kind of range do you give people for trade credit?
It depends. So it's going to depend on the value of the item.
Right, and the condition, I'm sure.
Condition is always a factor, you know, especially depending on stuff like video games where cartridge matters, you know, the label matters.
Right.
Especially cards too, but higher end stuff we tend to give a bit more on.
That makes sense.
Lower end stuff we tend to give a bit less on. So, you know, you bring me your $5 figure, I might give you a couple bucks for it. You bring me your $300 figure, I might give you $200 for it.
And Now I gotta say, I didn't know what to expect coming in here because I've never been here before, and the store is absolutely blowing my mind. I was not expecting this much stuff. Which is awesome.
Usually people don't expect it, especially when you look at it from the outside. It doesn't look like there would be that much stuff in here. A lot of the smaller statues are going to be in the showcases, and a lot of the bigger items are going to be on the top. So, like, you got this, Mother of Dragons here.
Oh yeah, wow.
Big Daenerys statue, which that's one of my favorite ones when you come to the store.
That's an expensive one, huh?
Yeah, she's not cheap. Ooh. We got a few more statues on the wall here, and it's a little VHS selection that we brought over from the new store pickup.
Well, I might have to walk out of here with a few VHS tapes today. I'm seeing some really good stuff here.
This one's a fan favorite. This big Rancor.
Look at that, Chris.
Whoa.
Is that not insane, man?
That's wicked.
And how many times do you see this?
Dude.
Whoa.
Wow. So what's the story? 1985 Master of the Universe. Wow, dude, where did you guys get this at?
It just came in one day.
Really?
Yeah.
One of our customers here, he said he had this as a kid. It was in his basement, and he watched an episode of Toy Hunter.
Yeah.
And it was on there, and it was like a Motu Grail.
Really?
And he said, I've got that. Went down to the basement, came in here, and he was a big Star Wars guy, traded it for in the box Millennium Falcon. And
That's amazing.
oh, we got it restored, so now it looks as it would have the day you would have got it. I think it was a Sears exclusive or JCPenney exclusive, something like that. Yeah.
So you want to introduce yourself to the folks real quick?
Hey, I'm one of the other co-owners, Michael Gunner. My best friend Jay here. We've been doing this a long time. Wouldn't choose anybody else in the world to do this with. So
that's awesome. So all right, so what else we got?
All right, so this is the newest addition to the store. Records.
Okay.
We have a bunch of new records. I've got a bunch of old records. They're not here. Right now we're just carrying the new stuff.
So you guys basically, I mean, it looks like you're just trying to really diversify your inventory and just make this the one-stop shop for all of your pop culture and gaming and multimedia needs.
Pretty much.
Kind of coming over into the gaming section here, I'm seeing rows of video games. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing a good selection of stuff. But one thing that's really catching my eye is it looks like you guys do pretty good in terms of like condition too, because I mean a lot of these cases look pretty clean.
Yeah, a lot of times if we have to, we'll replace the case, especially if it looks really bad.
Yeah.
You haven't got to the big showcase yet.
Oh, let's see the big showcase.
Well, it's not as big as it once was because we do Whatnot shows all the time.
Yeah.
So if you're into Whatnot, check us out on there. But this is some of the better stuff.
Yeah.
Now we just had a huge video game show last Friday on Whatnot where we did a crazy amount of money, but it was all just insane
banger stuff.
Yeah, bangers. See, that's
nothing but haters.
Comic books are kind of one thing that we introduced. Once the MCU really started picking up, we kind of saw the writing on the wall that comics are not only were they big, they're getting bigger and bigger every day. So we've tried to get into comics as much as we can. It's really difficult when you have all this other stuff because a great comic book store, you go into it, it just smells like paper.
Yeah.
You can just dig. We don't have the room for that, so we really try to stick to the new stuff, and then older stuff. Again, like Jason mentioned, we do a weekly Whatnot show where we sell all our Silver Age, Bronze Age stuff.
Over 500 long boxes full of comics.
Jesus.
That are in no order whatsoever. Yes. It is like going through them the first time every time we do.
Wow. And I'm assuming this is stuff you've just acquired over the years, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Now you're in the true dungeon.
Wow.
Nobody works in this area, so.
Wow. Dang.
It's just figures everywhere, really.
Just figures everywhere. Wow. Yeah, it's almost like sensory overload. There's just stuff everywhere, which I love. I love places, coming into rooms like this, man.
Well, if you're into digging stuff, man, you could be in here for days.
Oh, yeah.
It's just you play the crane game in here. Yeah. You just come in and grab something and,
Dude, wow, man, that's cool. Like,
Yeah, so you know how I said we got those new displays where we're trying to work loose figures out on?
Yeah.
So we'll come up here and we'll grab like this box full of Marvel Legends and we'll take them out, price them, and put them out on the floor.
Well, I think the way you guys have everything organized down there is perfect. You know, it's not cluttered. You got things spaced out well. You got things displayed really nicely. So yeah.
Well, that's a lot of the inspiration, you know, like when we would go into stores years and years ago, you walk into those stores and it's just dusty, it's dark, there's no organization, there's stuff everywhere. We really wanted something that looked like somebody cared.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Oh, is there more?
There is there's actually 2 more rooms.
No way, dude.
Yes. This is the catch-all room, I guess you could say. It's got cards. We've been buying cards for, you know, more than 11 years, more than the time we've been in business, because that's where we started, was with cards.
Well, guys, I appreciate you guys letting me come up here and do a tour of the place and show the RetroWolf 88 audience. So just any closing thing you want to say to people about the store, or anything you want to say to entice them to come visit?
Well, first of all, check us out on Whatnot. If you want to hit that little sign right there.
Yeah, we'll get a B-roll shot.
That's where you can find us almost 6 out of the 7 days a week. So we're on there all the time.
We're right off I-75 if you're ever traveling through to Florida or Tennessee. I mean, you're right off the interstate, really. It's hard to miss us.
Yeah.
Definitely worth the trip.
Never been in this store before. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I was not expecting to see this much stuff and this just huge variety of inventory, just modern, vintage, everything in between. So this is my kind of store.